Kinda crazy to think that this weekend, this movie was set to be released until it got delayed until May of 2026. Kinda is what it is at this point. Yo, what's up, guys? It's Dynasty, and as we continue to wait for this movie, I got for you guys some new quotes that had just surfaced this week, courtesy of ScreenRant.com. You guys do know a few weeks ago we had New York Comic-Con, and the cast and crew were answering a bunch of questions from the press, and this just pretty much popped up over the last few days. And some of these quotes, I think, are gonna get you excited, especially because it really does seem like the action is better than ever in this film. We have some quotes from Boon, we have some quotes from the writer of the script, the director, even from Johnny Cage, Carl Urban himself. So that is on the agenda for today. If you guys are excited for Mortal Kombat 2 dropping in like 7 months, takes you a second. If you can, please drop a like on the video, hit the hype button in case you missed it last night. We also did a deep dive into the Mortal Kombat Flawless Victory art book that it's kind of making the rounds for all the wrong reasons. They've been trying to do some AI upscaling, it seems, and it looks really bad. So if you want to see me roast the art book, have a card up there. Go watch that. Go save yourself some money and laugh a little bit. Don't buy the book. Don't buy the book. They massacred my boy Sub-Zero's portrait back in Mortal Kombat 2 and MK1. Don't buy it. Anyways, with that said, let's break this stuff down. Let's have some fun and let's get into it. So first things first, like I mentioned, got some quotes from everybody, including the co-creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon. He goes on to say, I think it at least doubles the number of fights. It's crazy just how intense it is in terms of the volume of action that is in this movie and the fights. What I love about them is they're supernatural combined with martial arts, so you always see crazy, over-the-top things. These characters are doing things that are clearly impossible, but they're a lot of fun to watch. That's pretty much what the video game is. The video game is this hyper-realistic version of fighting, and it translates great into this film. So, again, all throughout the marketing for this movie, we keep hearing these fights are going to be a lot better than the first. And again, just based on the response from people who actually saw early screenings, it seems like the hype for the fights has been justified. So, dude, I'm not trying to just, like, overhype this film, but yeah, man, I think it's gonna be a great film. And speaking of, like, overhyping, I should just share with you guys Jeremy Slater's quotes from this article and interview right here, because, again, he pretty much just goes on to continue hyping up this movie. It says, I can't tell you what a blessing it is as a writer to have a cast like this, where you can ask them to make you cry, or you can ask them to do a backflip, and they can pull both off. That's pretty rare in terms of writing. But then I have Simon and his vision for this, and the stunt team he has assembled is next to none. I've already gotten in trouble once today for overhyping this movie, but with that said, if this movie had come out this year, it would have been the best action movie of this year. The fact that it's coming out next year, it's just going to be the best action movie of next year. That's what a phenomenal job Simon and his cast did. This movie's just fucking awesome. So, there you go. You have Boon saying, double the fights. You have Jeremy coming out and saying this would have been the best action movie of this year. It's gonna be the best action movie of next year. This is gonna be the Mortal Kombat I think we've always wanted, guys, in so many facets, at least in terms of fight scenes, the choreography. Guys, I'm so excited for this. Every one of these press releases that gets dropped of quotes from the actors and cast and crew behind the production just gets me so hyped, and hopefully that keeps you guys at bay just a little bit longer. I know it sucks to wait, but I promise you, I think it's gonna be worth the wait. Now, here's some quotes from the director of the movie, Simon McQuaid. It goes on to say, I think what I wanted to create, and Jeremy started it with the script, is to have lower lows and higher highs with the characters and what they have to go through. There's a lot of emotion in this movie, and I feel like the fights become all the more potent and all the more enjoyable to watch if you've hooked into the characters and you really want to go on their journey with them. So I think there's a lot of emotion in this film. So again, that added depth when you're watching the fights, knowing that you have so much story and lore taking place in the midst of it all. So it's not just going to be action, but it's going to be pulling at our hearts. We'll be crying in theaters. So again, all these quotes, they echo the same thing. This movie's gonna be awesome. Now, got a few more quotes from our Johnny Cage, Karl Urban. And again, in the same vein, he goes on to say, epic action. I tell you, I've done a few action, stunt, and fight-related projects. This, by far, was the most technically challenging sequence of fights that I've ever done. The stunt team that we have on this, he goes on to list the entire stunt team, approached this with such passion and such reverence for not only the game, but other martial artists that have been predominant in the genre. They knocked it out the park, and they made us look good. I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's going to be fun. Now, to close things off, here's some more quotes from Johnny Cage, aka Karl Urban. It says, it blows me away how much love there is for Mortal Kombat out there, and it's justified too. It's such a fantastic game with such a rich lore and depth of wonderful characters, and it's great to meet fans who are genuinely into it and passionate about it. We can't wait for them to see this film because it's got a lot of heart, a lot of action, and it's going to be something to behold. So again, all of these quotes actually come from New York Comic Con, but just recently they were published in both a video interview and an actual article. I'll have both linked down below, courtesy of ScreenRant.com, but I think we're going to be satisfied. It's just kind of insane to think that this is like the first time I've made a Mortal Kombat 2 video post our original launch. It just feels so weird to be even sitting here and talking into the mic, talking about this film, knowing that a month ago, by around this time, I would have already seen the movie in IMAX. And now I just got to sit back and wait and see what happens. Now, in terms of when we're going to actually see some more marketing release, like a trailer number 2 or something, I don't know, guys. WB's also in the process of potentially merging with Paramount or another big investor like an Apple, you name it. So don't know how they're going to handle the marketing for this movie from here until May. Is it crazy to maybe even expect a Super Bowl commercial of some sort? You know, I don't think that's necessarily crazy. WB's got the desire to make this be the biggest Mortal Kombat movie ever, don't they? I don't know. We'll see when the next trailer comes, but I'm just glad to know that when and if this movie gets released, the fights are going to be on point, the emotion is going to be on point, and by all accounts, hopefully, Part 3 drops in a matter of years, because they're currently working on the script. But guys, what do you all think of these quotes? How are you feeling knowing that, again, the movie was meant to drop a couple days ago? Do you think you're going to make it all the additional months of waiting? If you enjoyed, it takes you a second. If you can, please drop a like on the video. Subscribe for some more MK content like this on the channel. Till next time, been your host, been Dynasty. Guys, please take care, stay safe. I love ya. Hopefully, you guys had a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Yeah, living on a crack, but I'm not superstitious. Count